All right, cheers, parents. Welcome. If you're here, if you're scrolling through and you come through, you found us. Let's make tonight a little bit different than our usual nights. This is a special occasion. You see, I got dressed up for the occasion. Deb is here, so we have. It's their kids are asleep. This is a beautiful thing. And we've got amazing guests on today. So, and you know what? I don't have to run after my 4-year-old. This is we can do something fun for adults. Cheers to that. So we'll give you guys a second to come on in if you need to. Grab yourself a drink, decompress a little bit. Let's take a deep breath. Oh, you want to do a few deep breaths? It's a long day. It's a long day when we're working, we're moving full time. But
this is the warm up, right?
This is the warm up. This is the warm up. Parents' night warm up. And the other beautiful thing today, our guests, Rob and Marc, who are going to be joining us. They have a ton of tremendous talent on Broadway, off Broadway, all over the place, and they're also doing classes. Which I think it's an unbelievable opportunity for anyone who hasn't thought about doing classes ever before, maybe you have taken classes in the past and you've been thinking about it and you say, hey, you know what, I want another skill that I want to pull up, or I want to just do something fun and something different than the routine that we all have kind of stumbled into. Good evening. Welcome. Cheers. But this is an awesome opportunity to take classes from amazing people who are now able to be thoughtful and provide this, and it's just super. I mean, the situation in the world is crazy, but it's awesome to see people getting creative and moving along with how we can make ourselves better and make the world better. So we'll bring them on in a second. How's that sound? Pretty good. Pretty cool. All right, guys. So. Welcome to the stage, our fanciest studio, Marc and Robin. Hey guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Huzzah.
Hello.
What are you drinking?
Woodford Reserve.
And I have a little rum and pineapple. I'm pretending that I'm on a beach somewhere.
Oh, lovely! Yeah, I know. We all need a little bit of that escape, right? It's important right now. Take a little stress off. The edge off is important. But yeah, so you guys are going to be going through. So I mean, you can fill us in. Tell people who you are. You can give a little introduction if there's something I missed. I know your credits are just super long. There's so many things you guys have done that it's really hard for me to keep up with it.
Oh, well, we're super excited to be here. We have, like you, been trying to find ways to keep ourselves active, especially our bodies, since we're both professional dancers. I've done a few Broadway shows, Cats, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and most recently Frozen.
And then I was dance captain for Bandstand on Broadway and also in Cats, but we weren't in it together.
That's true.
She was gone before I went into the show.
We did the same show. We never did it together.
Wait, did you guys meet on in Broadway, or is that
through the community,
yeah.
But not through a specific show like some people?
It's fun. I was just going to say it's fun because we can talk when we talk about Cats. Since Marc said we never actually did it together, but we both know the show so well because we did it just at different times. So it's fun to talk about like our separate memories, but we both know exactly what we're talking about because we.
Yeah. It's shared in different ways. It's so cool. I bet there are very few folks, performers, who have the luxury of having a dance partner with them at home who is as talented as you guys are. So that's a pretty cool thing, at least during these times. It's a nice silver lining.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been several years. Yeah. And I was going to say, one of the things that we've been doing besides teaching and taking classes of our own is because we're not on a show schedule, I guess like the one positive thing from not working right now or not being able to work is that we're able to have our evenings together. Usually we're running off to shows and we're rushing through dinner. We're not able to kind of have this time of, after dinner, the sun is setting, we can turn on some music, we can have a drink and really dance in the kitchen or dance in the living room, which is what we love to do even when we're not working. So
it makes everybody feel better. Like as a physical therapist, I can't stress enough to patients who I see, like if you can build that into your life, if you have somebody you can dance with, or if there's just music that you love, even if you don't have someone to dance with, it's an awesome way to get energy out, to just build your positivity in the world and just feel a little bit better. So we do that often with our 4-year-old and now our 6-month-old. The dance party is. I highly recommend finding good music that isn't all the kiddie stuff. Like there's plenty of really great music that's out there that's very, very danceable with the little ones if you can convince them to go in that direction. Looks like we got a few folks streaming in. So if you guys want, we can start up.
Great.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we're just going to start with a little bit of a warm-up, nice and easy, just to let the stresses of the day go away. I know we don't currently have children, but I can only imagine what it's been like being cooped up if you're in this where
We have fish.
we do. We have fish that we have to look after. Same thing. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of music, and we'll just kind of talk through our little warm-up that we're going to do.
Awesome.
All right, so we're just going to roll our shoulders back. You can kind of move your feet around. Keep your shoes off if you have them on.
Take them off.
Yeah, there you go. Good, and now roll your shoulders forward. Take some deep breaths. Just let everything relax. Nice. You can say hello to your partner.
Hello.
Awesome. Now we're just going to move our toes of our feet back and forth. So I'm just kind of bouncing my toes side to side, finding the beat of the music. There you go. You can hold your skirt.
Oh, we can rest together.
Awesome. Now let's move our heels back and forth. So we're like doing like a little bit of a twist, warming up our hips.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
And then one last big tension into the body. Everything from today. Kids are asleep now. Let it all go.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be funny if we should have a game where people have to guess who is the Broadway performers on the show. When they tune in, they don't know what's happening. We'll see what they can figure out.
I don't know. Your costume designer really went in today.
This is the best socialization we've had in a while, guys. Thanks for.
Absolutely.
Same on our end. I haven't put on a skirt or dressed up.
My fedoras have been sitting on the wall for 4 months.
For giving us the opportunity to get dressed up and have a date night.
Nice. Well, I'll just do the next one.
I'll take a sip of the
Take a sip of your drink. Relax. It's all about relaxing and getting to know yourself again when the kids are asleep. So speaking of, say hi to your partner.
Hello, partner.
Yeah. Maybe you touched maybe what has been in quarantine. Maybe you need some hand sanitizer before you actually touch it. And then if you're comfortable with your quarantine mate, give him a hug.
Oh.
Oh, that's so nice. And then from there, we're already in a hug. So this is going to be our lingo for the whole night. We're going to say leader. I'm going to be the leader, and then Robin's going to be the follower. But if you're feeling frisky and you want to switch who's the leader and the follower, go ahead. Yeah?
I like it.
So leaders, right hand is going to be underneath of your follower's left arm. And then follower's left arm gently on top of their shoulder. Exactly. And we're just breaking down a basic dance position. Next one, shake out the hand, and then nice and easy, follower, relax your hand on top of this I like to call it the Lego hand. You know how Legos like have these C hands and they can connect like this? And that's all you have to do. And then it's just nice and relaxed from there. And look at that. We're already in dance position.
We're going to throw on some music.
Yeah? You want to talk through this?
This feels great, guys. I'm already feeling better just by doing this.
Good.
Amazing.
So just in our easy dance position, start to sway back and forth. You don't need to hold too much tension in the body. Hello. Say hi to your partner again. Look them in the eyes. Take a breath.
Right, so maybe that starts to turn a little bit. So we're just kind of doing a sway step side to side, loosening up our hips, loosening up our knees. You just turn around, do a little circle.
Yeah. Just enjoying each other's presence. No kids around.
Nice. Now, what would we do if we were going to get a little fancy in this part? Do a little
So,
turn?
we could think about adding a turn. Maybe you want to be the star of the dance floor. So leaders, just lift up your left arm a little bit, and then with your right arm, push your follower through. Oh, yeah. And then you can just straight up.
There you go.
Nice. And then if we went the other direction, we could take our left hand, go straight across the forehead in between, and it opens up this window for your follower to go straight through.
There you go.
And that's a nice inside turn.
Nice.
We've got some pros with us.
Never done this before.
So, with your sway, listening to the music, you can think of a little turn out and bringing them back in. Nice!
Yeah.
Ooh, inside turn way back in. I love it. And then an inside turn the other direction, across your body.
I'm going to do the other, the inside.
Yes.
Yeah!
Four.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
So from this position, you have so many different ways to go. And you can just feel where your partner is and enjoy all of these types of moves, which it's all in your repertoire now. Whew, easy. Then you can come across. Or maybe she goes around.
Oh.
Come around the body.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So maybe instead of a circle, we just go front and back, but you move.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
And as the leader, I'm kind of feeling he's the one telling me in which direction we're going, right? By using his arm and by also using his hip bone and his leg to kind of guide me which way we're going. Because I'm kind of blind, right? As the follower, we're kind of blind depending on which way we're going. So if I feel his body start to move in one direction, it's telling me which way we're going. And he's using his hand against my back to kind of guide me. Oh, now I know we're going to do a turn, and then we're going to come back in. Feel that hand really working. So it's not just about hugging your partner close. He's actually using that back hand to inform me which direction we're going. Yeah, so it's like opening the door, closing the door kind of a thing.
Let's do it.
Ah.
Okay, awesome.
I love not having to make any decisions right now.
Just let me all the decisions for you.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
So let's teach a little waltz step.
Yeah, we'll teach a box step.
Okay.
Which is
Great.
waltz.
Well,
Yeah,
either one, yeah.
we'll just do a 3-count box.
Let's do it.
So leaders, you're gonna always start with your left foot.
Okay.
Start the box. And so just in case I'm mirrored, this is my left foot. This is my right foot.
Yeah.
Yeah? So my left foot, I'm going to step forward. Then you're gonna step to the side, make a 90-degree to there, and then step on your left foot there. So you're gonna bring your feet back together. Can everyone see my feet? Maybe I'll back up a little. Oh. We're gonna go step forward to
I'm going to
the
highlight you.
and together. And then you're gonna do the same thing backwards. You're gonna step with your right foot, back, side, together. And then you're back to where you started.
So in terms of your weight, you're always kind of just walking, right? So it's going left, right, left, right, left, right. You're just doing it in a box kind of a step. So when we do those first 3 steps, we take a step with our left foot, then we take a step with our right foot, and then we bring our feet together, but we put our weight on our left foot. And then our right foot is free to go back. So then we go back, side, together.
Yeah. Cool. And then, as Ginger would always say, I did exactly what Fred did, but backwards.
In heels.
In heels. So, followers are going to follow Robin.
So if he's starting with his left foot, then I'm going to start with my right foot. So I'm going to follow and go backwards to the side together. And then I'm going to step with my left foot to go forwards, side, together. Yeah, let's just do that a couple times. So we go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you feel how, I'm just going to bring this up in case we disappear. You feel how you're, what was that?
One more time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go step back, side, together, front, side, together. And if I'm the follower, I'm going right, left, right, left. Yeah, so it's just like how you're walking down the street. We're not like doubling up any feet. We're just doing left, right, left, right, left, right. But we're doing it in a box, so then it gets a little tricky. Let's do it one more time. So we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, let's try it just holding hands. So not in dance position, but just to see what it feels like when you're connected to somebody else. Yeah? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Amazing. You guys are rocking it.
There you go. It took a little bit.
Now, should we try it in dance position? So now we're going to get even closer. So my left hand is on his shoulder. I feel the back of his hand. He's going to kind of lead me which way we're going, even though I know we're going to go back. But we could eventually do it so that we're turning in a circle, and he's going to let me know which way we're going.
Yeah. And the difference here is that we started in this basic dance position earlier, where we're nice and close so we can sway back and forth. For a waltz, we want to give ourselves a little bit more space so our knees don't hit. And we're actually going to lift our elbows a little bit more. We don't need to be super competition waltz by any means, but just a little bit of space so that when we step backwards, we have somewhere to go. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So from here, leaders, left foot, followers, right foot, nice and slow. This is going to be in 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, and leaders especially, you want to use that arm to kind of tell me how big of a step we're taking, right? Because if I as a follower have to really listen to what his body's telling me what to do, because if I go to do the step and I think we're going to take a big old step, then I'm throwing him off his balance. Or if I think we're going to take a little step and he says, no, we're going to go even further. So there's a lot of communication, especially in partner dancing, whether it's ballroom or crazy lifts that we do on Broadway, where you really have to communicate without speaking.
Yep.
Great.
Let's try a couple box steps together, and then we'll explain one more for the waltz so that you can have a little more free range. You don't have to stay in the box step, which can get monotonous over time. So a couple box steps together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2.
There you go.
2,
Yes.
3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No.
That's all.
We're stuck in a box pattern. We can't get out.
So from here, with the waltz, we can think of going any direction, but thinking, a lot of people think down, up, up, but that's not necessarily the case when you're waltzing. You can just think step, step, step. So if you think always in 3 for a waltz, even if it's a 4/4 in the music, if you're a music nerd like us, you're going to think of it still being in 3/4. Yeah? So from here, I can always just go towards her and backwards. It doesn't matter which direction I go.
Yeah.
I can start to turn as long as I am connected to her. Yeah.
So now those feet are a little bit closer together. We're not doing like the big box step. We're just kind of doing step. And they're like by their side or right underneath their shoulders as opposed to taking big steps. But just like Marc was saying, then you can turn it. You can turn me out of it. We can add the little turns that we learned in the beginning. If you just keep it in 3. Yeah. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Why don't we turn on some waltz music and then we can just jam and have a waltz night.
Yeah.
Sometimes the music just will lead the way.
Yes, of course.
You ready?
I'm ready to walk you. Born ready.
A little bit.
And this is like just after the lullaby of the kids,
Yeah.
before we get too crazy. And you can think of this either being 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Or if you don't feel like moving as fast tonight, you can think of being 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So we go from just getting used to the timing too. And maybe we start turning.
Yes. Add a little turn in there.
Nice and easy. Enjoy the waltz.
Maybe we need a little snip. Yes, beautiful.
Pick some being on top of the music box.
Yes, nice.
You can tell we really need dance lessons.
Amazing. Great job.
Yeah.
And
I like a little flat. How's everybody doing at home, folks? I'm hoping the people who are here, I see there are folks who are live. I'm sure they're box stepping too. So
Yeah.
give you a little cheers.
Yeah, a little cheers.
yeah, that is wonderful, guys.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it can be as simple as just putting music on
And swaying.
and swaying, or you can have some fancy footwork in there, change up the music to some jazz or waltz, put some turns in there. Those are all kind of the foundations, and then us as performers, when we learn, lots of big partnering or more advanced ballroom, those are the foundations. There's always a leader and a follower. There's always a tempo that we follow. There's always a turn in there somewhere.
Always a lift somewhere.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the foundations, the really basic foundations to partnering and ballroom dancing.
Yeah, and so we challenge all of you listening that whenever you're feeling a little crazy about your day, or the kids were just a little bit too much for the day, and you finally got them asleep, and you need some us times, what we call it,
Yeah.
just throw on a record or turn on your jukebox, whatever you're using these days, Spotify, all that new stuff. Yeah. And then just put on your favorite song and dance together, whether it's in the kitchen making dinner or it's late at night and both of you just need to take a breath.
Yeah.
And that, as Jason is always saying, it's a great way to stay moving. But then B, it's a great thing for your soul and your mental health and your physical health and your emotional health.
And it's some, quiet time for just the two of you.
Yeah.
It's so important. Man, thank you guys so much for coming on and sharing some of this with us. Folks, if you are watching right now and you don't know about these guys, check out their stuff. The links are in the description, or I'll add them into this description shortly if they're not already there. And they're also doing classes on Pastor, which if you guys don't know about that, it's an awesome list of tons of amazing performers who are sharing their talents with the world right now. So if you ever thought you could take lessons from a Broadway performer, now's your chance. I never thought I was going to do something like that, and now here I am. So thank you guys for doing that. Do you want to dance out with one more song?
Yeah, let's do one more.
All right, so we'll dance out. Feel free to show off. We'll try to show off on our end. We'll see what happens. There we go. Yes. Woo! I love it. Thank you so much, folks who are tuning in. Definitely keep an eye out for awesome content coming from Marc and Robin, and we'll the Powerful Parent Club is going to be here. We're not going anywhere apparently, so we just keep making content and keep getting folks moving. So that's the important thing. And dancing is such a good movement. And if you haven't started building that into your daily routine, figure out a way to do it. It could be anything. So thank you guys so much again for sharing all that movement with us. Folks, if you've already had a few drinks and you're dancing, don't stop now. Don't try to clean things up. Just keep going until the kids wake up, and then have some fun. So thanks again, guys, and everyone. Thanks for tuning in. If you were here, and we'll see you. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I think, right? And who knows what time it is. Bye.